Hello all, welcome to Sunrise Learning, and today we are going to discuss about the Ring Central. And it's a, I can say Ring Central is the upcoming service provider, which is providing a CCaaS and UCaaS solution. It means like they are offering a solution which can for like CUSIM telephony and for contact center. It's a single platform from which is providing a support to both the technologies. So, and today we are going to discuss about the scripting in Ring Central, how we are going to do it, what are all the parameters, and what are how we can achieve this. So let's start now. Okay, and I'll show you the agenda what we are going to discuss today. All right, so in the scripting, we are going to discuss about uh, this is the topic that we are going to cover right now. So it's a scripting basic review, check agent status, and check the number of the contact in the queue, event action, how you can define the variables in Studio, assign and snippet action to manage the variables, and to manage a script with a run script action, and create modular script with run sub action. And we are also going to discuss about the callback script and review scripting best practices. So let me start. Uh, so uh, I welcome you all again, and like every contact center, uh, scripting is for defining for creating a call flows. Nice. This Ring Central have its own studio environment, have its own studio platform, and through Studio we design all kind of scripts like day-to-day scripting, admin scripting, and routing scripting. So all these scriptings is going to be we are going to define in the Studio. And before start doing configuring any call flow, you'll have to download that. You'll have to log in into the InContacts platform, and from there, the Studio is an application which you have downloaded. And once you download it, you are going to run it, and after that, like it will show you a uh, s- it appears something icon like this. So once you are going to install it, so it will going to show the page like this, where it will going to ask you the username and the password. um, Type the username and the password which was given by the Ring Central to you, and just by clicking on login, you are going to log in onto this Studio environment. So this is just the theoretical section. We are going to do the we are going to see all this in the practical also. Let's start now. So this is what we have discussed earlier. Again, it's a same thing which we have discussed earlier. So let's start now. So once we are going to install the Studio, we are going to see the similar icon like this. So like it is telling us to install a Studio, and every scripting platform has mainly two review, user interface and a script review. User interface is basically used just to know uh, what are all the options I have given, the scripting platform has given me. And the second one is like a script review. Script review is also once you finalize your script, then you are going to monitor or you are going to test it. So script reviews tell you that how your script is going to, whatever the strict logic you have defined, how it's going to work. So these are the some kind of icons which we are going to, which Studio give us. So it's a main menu and technical support, sales. All these are the CSQs which we have defined in scripting, and similar like Studio and Holiday and Hang Up. That well, so the objective of this slide is just to make you aware that these kind of the icons we are going to see in the Studio. And So Studio, there is a in the when we are going to define the scripting. So these are some of the palettes, or like I can say the options which Studio give us to create our own routing. So count stage is like it's an action which tell that it's check the number of the agent in the particular state for a skill or a set of skills. Like suppose so count agent. So count agent is going to if I talk about like it is going to tell you, like suppose if I have five agent, and out of five agent, how many agents are my actively logging on to that particular skill, or how many agent my supervisor has assigned to that one. So in that, if you want to use that option, so we are going to use the count agent, and we can use it with a if and false condition. So if my condition is true, I can play any kind of a message like welcome. You can this is basically used for playing your advertisement message to the caller, like thank you for choosing our product, and we are going to, this is the features about our product. So some this kind of a menu is going to play, and after that, like you can subsequently play like the uh, you can also like that kill caller is not available, or like the agents are not available, you can always play them the music like please stay on a line, and our agent is going to get back to you. So it's totally depend upon the logic that you are going to use it with this count agent state. If is like a true or false conditions, so like if your all the agents are available into the queue, you're going to and you are going to play some music, and if it is not available, so you will have to play some music to entertain to the agent or to the customer, so that he can remain in the queue. And second one is like uh, transfer and blind transfer. So basically in transfer and a blind transfer, uh, like transfer basically like the use of the transfer is like it tell you it is going to when agent want to transfer a call to the outside of in context environment, like the customer want the agent want to route a call to his supervisor, or to any of the like any of the agent who's outside of nice in context environment, so he can use a transfer. And the transfer is like I can say that the call remain in the system, or call is recorded in the recording platform, and it is also going to be monitored, like when the agent is going to when the call is going to be connected, and when the call is not going to be connected. And even if the call is not connected, so agent have the capability that he can transfer a call to the another agent. So that things we can achieve it by using a transfer. So similar like here's a in this slide it is telling us like count agent if and false, and if like agent has the capability like if the condition is true, and if you want to uh, route a call, like my contact center is my all the agents are not busy, not available onto the call, but the customer who's telling me it's going to be it's a we don't want that customer uh, uh, just to lose or to drop off the call. So in that case, like by using a if condition, we can play some music, and we can also transfer a call to the supervisor, like all the agents are busy, and I can ask my supervisor to take that call. So transfer is going to, so in that way the call is going to be recorded, and it's going to be into the system. But that is not the case with the blind transfer. Blind transfer basically just going to route a call, and that call is not going to be recorded into the system, and it's simply like I'm just sending out this call to out of my contact center environment. So 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 whenever you are going to define this logic transfer and blind transfer, so use it very properly. And in Studio, like other platform, it is also there is a capability like we can also check the status of the agent, and how many agents am I available into the queue, and uh, what's the total number of the time like the customer is going to be agent is going to entertain to that new customer. So that count agent, and so like we can use it with a total option. There is a total is another parameters that we can use it in a studio. So basically it just tells like if I have a my agent, my caller is into the queue from last 5 minutes, so I can play any music like there are four people ahead of you, so just please stay on a line. So this kind of a message is possible by using a count agent and f total. And if my agent is if my agent is not available and nobody is logged into the queue, then in that case I can play any kind of a message like the agent has all the agents are available, and we can give you a call back. You can leave your name and number, and that way there is a we can define the hang up kind of a stage in this. So this is what we have. It, it is telling us like how we are going to use the count agent transfer and if blind transfer. So that we have already discussed. So like it's the same example which we have discussed in this one, like zero caller ahead and one caller ahead and two caller ahead. So like studios also give us a capability like it keep on decreasing the number of the agent like who are already done with the call. And suppose if I tell you one example, like you have placed a call and all the agents are busy, so, and five people are taking a call, and out of five people, so customer is going to um, get the music like there is a just so there is an option we can use it, get queue. So get queue was the same which we so get queue is a like it's give us this option to get the queue status, like how many agents are busy, or like how many agents are my going is are free, and how many, suppose like many customers many agents are dialing a same number. So the customer who's going to who have dialed initially first, so ideally that customer should be handled first. So that customer is going to just by the get queue status, by using a get queue option in the script, so it's going to tell us like how many agents are my prior to me. So like in this way, like I can play some music um, like like there is a one caller ahead of me, and there is a next caller ahead of me, and now just uh, uh, it is given it give us more it give us capability to play a three music on hold to the caller when the queue when the agent is going to be like it's going to be uh, real agent is going to be entertain that customer. So by using a count agent and get queue status, we can achieve this goal. And there is a like if the whole time is more in that queue, like it is more than 10 or 15 minutes, so that we can also we can also play the last music, which is going to be like it is going to take more than longer than 10 to 15 minutes. Please stay on a call. We are going to someone from our team will attend you shortly. And in this slides, it is just telling us like it is using us with if total command, if total. So like this is the same way that the logic has defined count agent, just checking this number of the caller head of me playing some music, 1 2 3, and get case requeued and get new queue. So this way, like we can define this. And this studios also give us option for the case action. It is also like option. So like the case action route a contact based on the value of the given variable. So like case. So case is basically just tell you like there are three people ahead of me, so it is going to return the number of the values uh, to the studio to the contact center in the backend. So it tell the agent that there are three people ahead of you, so just so third person, third number is his number, so is agent will contact him. And this is like all other um, scripting logics. So in Studio, it is also there is a option for estimated wait time. So estimated wait time is going to calculate the value, and that value is going to convert that into the time, and it's going to tell you to the agent. Or to not to the agent, it's going to tell you to the caller who has placed a call to the contact center environment. So in that way, like estimated wait times, like so just return us the value, like 15 or a 10-minute kind of a message or like time. It actually it's basically tell you the actual time of the agent to the caller when it's going to be entertained. So like in this one Studio, there is a property in and property out. So by using this estimated value, estimated range, and estimated adjusted estimated value, it like we can use the logic as per R. And there is a loopback option also there, high confidence, mini confidence. So in that way, like we can define the parameters, or we can define the weight in our scripting, like 30 minute, 15 minute, or 5 minute. Like I just want a 5 minute of wait time to the customer, or 15 minute. If my contact center is big, then it caller can might have to hold for 15 minutes, or it could be a 30 minute. So this is like Studio gave us this kind of like options. We can use that in the script. And like Studio is also give us like capability, like which other contact centers, I'm not sure whether they are giving this or not. So like in Studio, like I can play a multiple MOH file to the caller who's like suppose if I call any insurance company, and I can play a promotional messages as well as my other music during that, so that the caller intact remain into the queue, or stay on a call. And these are some event action that I can achieve it on this on answer, on hold, on release. So like on answer, on all hold, and on release. So I can use the type of the MOH music on hold. It depend upon my routing logic how am I going to use it. Suppose on hold, I can have a different music, like the any promotional messages I can play. Uh, like thank you for calling this, and right now this campaign is going on, so if you'll buy this, there is a chance you may get some lucky lucky voucher or something kind of like this. And on release, like once the customer is going to release that call, so there is also Studio give us an opportunity, like once the call is on release, so he's there is an option that he might get a call, and which going to describe about this event, like there is a currently this event is going on, if you'll participate on this, again kind of a promotional messages you can play it by using this. And here it's just telling us how we are going to use that on answer log call message kind of a in our scripting. So once my call is answered, I'm going to log a call, and I'm going to play a message. So message could be any uh, like it's that log call is going to be like in all call center, all calls are recorded. So like initially I can give an option to the caller, like if you don't want to record this call, press 1, and if you don't want to record this call, press 2, kind of a message to the caller or to the call party. So on hold, like um, on hold is basically like tell me like the customer agent has given me all the information, but the caller has requested a more information. Like suppose if you want some statement charges and which is for the 2 year back, so agent needed time to look for a look for those records. So in that case, like he can put that call on hold and he can play some kind of a message to the caller like thank you for calling our bank, and right now this promotion is going on. If you'll stay on a line, we can give you the free credit card, or we can give you the 200 kind of 200 rupees of a voucher. So I can on by using an on hold option, there is a possibility that I can play more than one or promo messages, like one or one to two or maybe three. It depend upon my it depend upon my totally on my environment. And here the variables is like same thing. A variable like why do we use variable? I just return the value to the caller, or not to the caller, to the contact center backend team, so that they can uh, so that we can define as per the logic. So variable can be anything like the name, skills, location, or can be anything which is just holding a very temporary value and just returning that value to the your backend team, or to the logics that we have defined in the scripting. So like other platform, here also three variables in Studio. One is a system defined, system generated, action generated, and user defined. System generated is like Studio or RingCentral also has a some defined value variables in this system. So that totally we are going to discuss them in the next slide, or like when we are going to do the Studio Lab. So like system defined, like idle in language, if I talk about, then these are those variables which we can't change it, and the user defined variables are those variables which we are which we define during the when we create the routing logic or when we create a script. Reserve variables are those variables which are reserved from the system point of view, and no, and it doesn't allow us to change. Like for the time, date, and now, these are some like the time variables is going to be reserved from the system programming language, or from the Studio. So here it is also telling us how we are going to use it, system generated variables, and it's like, as I said, it's totally depend upon your logic, how you're going to define the logic and how you can use the variables. And the same way, like count agent get queue and an answer on answer, and I can use the variables and I can return the value to my within the script, so that the appropriate action can be performed. And user defined variables, as we said, that these are those variables which we define them in the script in the Studio, and we can change them as per our scripting, or as per our the request from the uh, request from my like request from my client. So by using a variables, like I'm just storing a value for the time being, so that I can use that value for defining some logic in the script. So that my variable can be string, and it can be numeric also. So like string can be true, um, left VM, these kind of options I can use it. Like assign is the next option which we can use in the studio. The assign is it's an action create or modify script variable to be referred throughout the rest of the script. So your value. At the bottom you're seeing this value you provided it your name you name it. So like assigning it's a kind of a variables like we can which we can create and modify it. Like it totally depend upon how I'm using this assign in my value, and basically it's used just to track the value. like uh, uh, suppose if my suppose if I have 100. So by using this assign, so 100 from 100 it's going to count, and it's keep on decreasing this, and it tell you at the end what numbers on the assign I have. And same like and here just showing us some example how we are going to use the single variables in this. And this if contact ID is like I like if I've defined a script in which if any caller is calling from Louisiana, so it's going to check his contact ID, and if the contact is valid, so in that case it's going to record this call, and it's going to um, forward that to the agent. So by using this assign recording divisions, I can just define the type of the logic that I want to be used in my scripting. So here it's telling us using a snippet. So snippet snippet is the action which provide an environment to create a custom code for the snippet. And snippet means it's a kind of a menu option that I'm giving, or not exactly menu. I'm using a multiple cases. So if my one cases is this route to this call, or you can also use it as a you can also say it as a menu, menu one, it should go to the customer service, and menu two technical support, menu three sales, and menu four default service. So in studio they are using a snippet option for defining a menu option. So as I said, here the menu option is used, it's going to tell you welcome to this insurance company, and if you want to talk to the agent, press one. So if you want to talk to sales team, press two. If you want to talk to customer, if you want to talk to our sales campaign, then press three. So just by using this snippet option, here I've used a snippet option. And again this is the separate logic that we have defined the requeue agent new skill. Here in the backend I have created some skills. Suppose if the caller is from the caller is press of one for sales, so it's going to pass that one to the requeue agent, and that it's going to route to the sales CSQ. uh, and that CSQ is going to check the number of the agent, how many agents are assigned to that skill. And suppose if I have a five, and out of five only two are logged in into the system, so it's simply going to check the if not if it's going to first going to play the caller. It's going to check the queue status. Queue status, like suppose if that is not only the single caller onto the call, there are two more other caller already waiting on that call. So that caller, the pre initially uh, the last caller, the previous caller who has dialed it, is going to get a kind of a message like one people ahead of you. And the next after 5 minutes, it's going to play a, well, yeah, you are the next caller to be entertained. This kind of a message that we are going to use. And if no caller is more than 15 minutes, so here I've used the logic. And after 15 minutes, the initial caller is going to be it's going to get a message we can play any message like due to technical difficulty we cannot take your call, and the call is going to be hang up. So here by using a if condition, I'm achieving that. And like other scripting environment, here is also a run script. So run script is basically used just for adding a um, um, multiple script to the one script, or just by using this run script I can pass a one logic of my one call flow to the another script. So in Studio we achieve that by using a run script. So here just trying to explain us with an example like the script A, script B, and script C. So these are all three different scripts, but I can, if I want to merge them, I can use the option run script action. Suppose in the initial in the script A, I'm just giving a caller to the option like from 1 to 7 option I'm giving us, like if the caller pressed 1, so it should go to the slide B. So all this like when we are defining a very large script, so I don't want everything to be on a main script. So what I do, like I create a sub part of the scripts, and by using this run script option, I can join my three script into the single one. So here it is just telling us here it is run script queue script, and here again it's going to be my two script. So these are this script was created somewhere else also, or like in run script, once the run script is going to be, the option I'm going to use, it will going to um, stop processing this currently script, and it's going to route let's move on to the next script in which I'm going to define. So and there is a delete option also, and flexi exit also, file exit also. So that is also two option which is available in the Studio. The file exit option verify the existence of the file in your business unit on the Nice Contact platform. So it's a kind of a like a verification it is doing whether this agent is whether the caller is registered with us or not, kind of a that we can do it with a file exit and delete action, delete the file from your business unit. So this is also one of the feature which the Studio has given us. And here in the here scripting with a Studio action, so QVM and the end. So QVM is action, it's basically allow for a recorded file to be queued or to the skills or to the target agent. So like um, suppose you have a one big queue, and then suppose if the customer has called and he has reached out to that queue, and in that queue all the agents are taking already taking a call, and they are so just the caller who has um, called that particular contact center is going to listen that message, but he don't have that much of time. So what he can do, he can leave a message um, to that caller, and that message is going to be stored into the QVM. So by using a QVM, I can create a one separate queue or voicemail queue for this particular this my for this particular my CSQ. So under that BMQ, my all the callers who were who did not get a chance to speak with the agent, their voice recordings is going to be matched. And there's like all of the platform in Studio we are using the end another script like terminate any kind of action. So Studio end is there. So by end is basically like we are stopping the system logic to stop processing the script, and uh, like in this one like a script. scripting email action. So it is also Studio also give us like option for an email when the agent is on the call and he have left a message, and he also, so he can also email us. So that email is going to be uh, that email is going to be stored in my nice in contact platform, or into the specific VM, or to the any Outlook which I have defined. So by using an email option, it is just telling us how we are going to achieve it. And this is all, like as I said, like it's totally depend upon your logic how you use it. So email is also option which is available into the Studio. And here in the return and info option, these are also option which is available under to the Studio environment. Return is basically like yeah, when we want to return some specific value for when we want to use them into routing logic, or like if your value is one, suppose if a caller is calling on a any national holiday or any US holiday. So by using this return, it's a kind, it's basically used for creating admin script when you're, there is a national holiday in your US and you want, and by mistake if any caller has called us, so he's going to get the value, or he's going to play a options like we are off, and you please leave your name and number, where someone from our team will get back to you, or will return your call tomorrow. So whatever the values that it's going to be used, that we can achieve it through by using a return action. So it's basically just going to return the value, and it's going to just check my uh, it's going to check and return the value in the backend to the team. So info is also kind of a option which is used for collecting a real-time data portfolio for auction. So info is also, we can use it like if you want to capture any information, or if you want to share any information to the customer or to the caller, that is, we can achieve it by using an info. So like all other scripting environment, this studios also give us a my check agent or port checker callback script. This kind of environment is also given available under to the subscript into the Studio environment. So check agent, like we have already defined, it's a similar to the logic, the prompt that we have discussed earlier. So check agent is also going to kind of option which check the status of the agent. Like my agent is assigned to the skill, but he's not logged in into the queue. So by using a check agent, I can keep a check on the agent whether that agent is available into the queue or not. Port checker is also similar to like this, and callback is something when you're making a call and your agent is not sorry, when you're making a call and all the agents are currently busy, but so we can give an option to the caller, like you can leave your name and number, and someone from our team will get back to you. So that option we can use it by using a callback option. So here it's just telling us how we are going to use that all this how we are going to use it, how we can achieve that thing by using in the Studio. So here it is telling us like begin port checker. It's going to check whether whether the available port is or not. And here, like it is same thing that we have discussed, checking these variables and availability last check. And this is kind of some like here we are using some databases just for checking whether the agent is whether the caller is a real caller or not caller, or kind of a thing that we are achieving it. And same post checker script check, um, we have defined it earlier, like it just check the port checker whether the whether available ports are there or not. Not all the options are mandatory that you'll have to use everything in your the studio scripting. It's just totally how much you're comfortable in using this options that you can use it. So it's here it says define as a callback scripting. How we are going to achieve it? The callback option reserve a contact place in the queue, and the call center will return a call when it's their turn. So here, suppose just understand this callback is like everyone and knows that why we use callback. Callback is basically used when uh, uh, when the agent when the caller was not entertained by our agent, and we don't want to, and our contact center plays a call back to the customer, because nowadays every contact center or every contact center platform is giving this option. So yeah, here in this one, script is begin is going to check uh, the it's going to check the stat, or going to check the requeue agent and the count agent. It's going to check the number of the agent which are assigned to my skills. It's going to play it's going to check the case queue, and it's going to play the caller to the call, depend upon the number of from how long that caller is on the hold. And in total, it's going to check if it is greater than or less than, and if it is greater than this, it's going to play a new music. Like suppose if the caller is more than 15 minutes, and so it should get us some kind of a new music, like uh, we are just taking your call right now, so just be on a line for a few more minutes. The call is requeued, FQ, and main menu. So here, till here, from here, it is just we are just using the agent is still not entertained by the caller, is still not getting a chance to talk with the agent. So here we just have defined the logic, the much that is the caller is going to be listened. From here, the menu, the main option is going to play like welcome to the insurance company. How we can assist you? We have multiple options, and if you want to talk to the sales, press one, technical team press two, kind of use it. And those and if I have some menus and that other menus, and if I have a multiple, suppose if I have a very big insurance company and I have a uh, multiple offices or multiple departments, so I can create a subscript, few more other scripts, and I can use them by using a subscript callback option. And same thing here, but nowadays everyone is important, so caller don't want to be stay in that or don't want to spend 15 minutes in a queue. So what he can do, he can leave a name and number in the queue, and that name and number is going to be stored here, and the callback option is we can use it here. So till that caller is reach here, and once he leave the name and number, so leave in name and number for the callback, all that value is going to be stored here, and callback is going to place a call. So it's going to check. This is how we have used a callback option here. So begin callback. The script has come here. It's going to check the ANI and going to do some calculation in the backend, and then it's going to place a call. So here just telling us how we can achieve this by using callback option. This is type of array that we can use it by using a callback option: call data, callback, call num, call exit. And there is it is also give us a callback query, contact takeover. Mm. So this is like callback option is uh, enough. So that was a brief, or I can say all the major options which are available under to the studio we have defined here. And I hope you have liked this video. And if you have any comment or if you want to get in touch with you, uh, get in touch with us for more any specific information about the how we can define the scripting in Studio. You can also email us, and thank you for watching this video. See you into the another video.